What percentage of the American population do you think is gay? Now, when experts asked Americans what percentage of Americans are gay, the results were perplexing. The latest poll indicates that we think many more of us are gay than actually are gay. American men think that 17% of our population's gay, and American women think 30% of the US population's gay. The actual estimated gay population in America is 4.1%, which is up from 3.5% just 8 years ago. So why do we think so many of us are gay? Experts think that since younger people are gay more often, and younger people are out in public more, and featured in the media more, we've greatly overestimated the percentage of our population that is gay. Another theory is that many Americans believe a much larger percentage of the population that claims to be gay is gay. In 2012, 5.8% of millennials identified as gay, and recent numbers indicate that number is now at 8.2%. That's by far the largest subgroup in our nation. You may also notice that the number of baby boomers who identify as gay has dropped over time. In this video, we're going to explain which American cities have the highest gay population and explain why these metro areas have such large gay communities. There might be a few surprises in here, but I'm sure many of these cities are very familiar as well. Our tour of America's gayest cities begins in none other than Miami, Florida. Here, the percentage of the population which identifies as gay is 4.2%. Now let's compare Miami to our least gay large metro area in America, Birmingham, Alabama, which has an estimated 2.6% of adults who identify as LGBT. That's only a 1.6% difference, which might be a little surprising. Of course, if you're going to measure the city with the actual largest gay population, it would be New York City, which has an estimated 272,000 gay residents. But as a percentage of the city's population, New York City ranks 17th overall. There isn't any definitive data on worldwide cities with the largest gay populations, but it's been estimated that the Netherlands, Italy, and Portugal have the highest percentage of gay men in the world. And finally, keep in mind we only measured America's largest cities for this report. Palm Springs, California, a small city in California's eastern desert, is about half gay. That's the highest percentage in the nation statistically. Back to Miami. This city is a well-known gay mecca that attracts more than 1 million LGBT visitors a year. The Miami area is one of the few places where the LGBTQ community has its own chamber of commerce. Denver, Colorado ranks as the 9th gayest city in America, where an estimated 4.6% of the population identifies as LGBT. Of course, since, like forever ago, Colorado was a very red-leaning state, but over the last 2 decades, it's become much more liberal. The most liberal of Colorado's cities is Denver, which also has the 3rd largest gay pride parade in the nation. Of course, over time, you'd expect that America's acceptance of LGBTQ individuals would be growing, and up until recently, that was the case. However, a new alarming study by the LGBTQ advocacy group GLAAD has raised some worrisome eyebrows. In 2016, 63% of youth were comfortable interacting with the gay population. A year later, that number was 53%, and now it's less than half. The only age group that has a growing acceptance of the gay community are the elderly. In that same vein, it does appear that Americans are more politically correct when it comes to gender acceptance, at least publicly. For example, a cafe recently began promoting their gender-neutral gingerbread people. Fox News made a joke of it. We're going to stay out west, where we will likely remain for much of this video, as we visit Los Angeles, where the gay population sits at 4.6% and rising. There's entire websites devoted to the gay lifestyle in LA. Of course, West LA, Hollywood, Brentwood, and the surrounding communities are very gay-friendly places. California is one of the main destinations for the gay community in the US. However, according to polls, a city's gay-friendly climate isn't necessarily the main draw for gays. Only 12% of LGBT adults took into consideration how gay-friendly a city is when deciding to move there.
Did you know same-sex couples are much more likely to be middle-aged and more likely to live in big cities?
Makes sense, Mappy. I also read same-sex couples are much more likely to live on the West or East Coast, too. Thanks, Mappy. Talk to you later. Mappy, such a smart feller. Or is he a fart smeller? Ha, JK, Mappy. Our next gayest city to live in America is Salt Lake City, Utah. Is that a surprise? It should be. Salt Lake City has a 4.7% gay population, which is higher than Los Angeles. Of course, Utah has a reputation as being very conservative, so perhaps SLC is simply a regional hub for more socially progressive individuals. As things stand, Utah remains one of the only states to have passed a law prohibiting discrimination based on sexual orientation. That was in 2007. Recently passed Utah legislation bars discrimination in housing and employment. Salt Lake City has 2 gay city councilors, a lesbian mayor, and a pride festival that hosts more than 40,000 participants each year. And Salt Lake City has an LGBTQ Chamber of Commerce too. So this city might be a hotbed of Mormonism, but Salt Lake City's fast earning a reputation as one of the country's friendliest cities when it comes to LGBT families and individuals.
Did you know Julianne Hough is from Utah?
I didn't. I don't know who that is. She's gay?
Yes. She's really pretty.
I agree, she is pretty.
Like, really pretty.
Okay. Boston's a very gay-friendly community. The capital of Massachusetts has a bunch of colleges, and college towns tend to be more open and accepting than other cities. If you look at a map, Massachusetts has a very high gay population, just like many other states in the New England area. Maine, Vermont, and New York also have high gay populations too. Connecticut, however, remains very traditional. Interesting. Here's a fun tidbit. Harris Interactive, a major polling company, determined that gay adults are 7% more likely to have a pet at home. Some people have wondered, can pets be gay? Well, that's a very difficult and complex question to answer, both physically and theologically. Well, a dog food company tried to answer that question, and could not. The jury's still out on this one.
Chow, chow, chow. You can depend on your country blend, country blend, country blend. Chow, chow, chow.
Seattle, Washington is unsurprisingly one of the gayest cities in the nation. Here, the gay population's 5% and growing. Seattle passed San Francisco for the most households composed of gay or lesbian couples at 2.6%, and is the only U.S. city with more than 1% of households being lesbian couples. Seattle has 2 annual Pride festivals. The city is also home to the 2 largest LGBTQ choruses in the world, the Seattle Men's Chorus and the Seattle Women's Chorus. Seattle has 2 annual Pride festivals. Its hospitals have also been recognized for their dedication and equality to LGBT patients. This may or may not come as a surprise, but New Orleans is the 4th gayest city in America. Like Salt Lake City, New Orleans is a blue hub in a sea of red that is the state of Louisiana and the Deep South. So it's likely that New Orleans is a hub for progressives in several directions. New Orleans is home to Halloween New Orleans, a 3-day festival that's a major draw for the LGBT community. This is home to the Gay Easter Parade, and of course Mardi Gras, the over-the-top parade that's a must-see no matter your sexual orientation. One local said about New Orleans culture, "People in New Orleans are different from other places. I don't think I've ever known anyone from New Orleans who I would swear on a stack of Bibles was straight. There's a lot of gray area here." Another blue dot in a sea of red, Austin, Texas has become one of the fastest growing gay communities in the nation. Currently at 5.4%, the gay community here is very active. So many gay Americans are moving here that there's a website called Gay in Austin, which features things to do, meetups, and advice on where to live. Austin also has the Austin Gay and Lesbian International Film Festival, as well as a Gay and Lesbian Chamber of Commerce. In addition, 1.2% of households has a same-sex partner. Dallas actually ranks 17th in the nation in terms of percentage of gay households. Interesting. Of course, Portland ranks really high in the nation. That's no surprise. More than 1 in 20 people in Portland is gay. For a long time, the City of Roses slogan was "Keep Portland Weird." Now, more and more, you're seeing "Keep Portland Queer" around town. Portland elected its first gay mayor in 2008. An out bisexual Portlander is Oregon's governor. An out Portland lesbian is the state Speaker of the House. Rainbow flags fly everywhere here. But back in 1964, the city of Portland attempted to shut down local gay bars in an attempt to crush the gay scene. It didn't work. Today, the Portland Pride Festival and Parade draws people from all over the country. Now, unlike Seattle, which has a gay district called Capitol Hill, or San Francisco's Castro District, Portland no longer has a gayborhood. Why? Well, for one, dating apps have made hooking up at gay clubs less necessary. And as one Portlander put it, why do we need a gayborhood? Here in Portland, everyone's kind of gay. Overall, Oregon's the gayest state in the nation. Wyoming is the least gay state. It's probably no surprise that San Francisco ranks as the gayest city in America. Here, 6.2% of residents are gay, and about 1.5% of the total population is in same-sex marriages. San Francisco is a non-discrimination haven. Equality and fairness rule the day here. San Francisco first became a major gay destination during World War II, when the Navy discharged gay sailors who were being expelled from the service here at Treasure Island. Many of them decided to stay. Of course, earlier we mentioned the Castro District. This area in downtown San Francisco is a safe place for anyone. The entire neighborhood has hotels, bars, and restaurants that cater to the gay lifestyle. The Castro is a symbol of liberation for the whole world, where the gay community is not only welcomed, but justified. Actually, a lot of this entire region boasts a large gay population. Across the bay, Oakland, Berkeley, and Hayward also have a large gay population. Hence, a lot of the people refer to this as the gay area. San Francisco proper isn't just the gay capital of the US, it's the gay capital of the world. That's it, the gayest cities in America. I hope you learned something. I did. These are the cities in the US with the highest number of gay residents and same-sex households. In case you're wondering, these are the nation's least gay cities. Karma, 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 chameleon. You come and go. You come and go. Every day is like survival. You're my lover and not my rival. You gotta have faith, faith, faith. Ah, you gotta have faith, 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 baby. So we talked about the best places to raise a family, but the reality is there's a bunch of kids who don't have a family at all. Think about adopting a child. There's some really cool kids out there who need a home, and there's not enough people to take them home and love them. Hey guys, if you learned something new or you just like this video, make sure to like it. And if you really like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you get all of our videos about what it's like to live in different places in America. Peace.